Hey guys, my name is Ashley and today we'll be going over the Lesson 29 4th grade worksheet starting with record outcomes. So let's take a look at number 2. It asks how many possible outcomes are there? So we're going to go ahead and look at the table that they give us above. It says experiment result number and there are colors and we see that there are numbers on this side. So right off the bat, we want to find how many outcomes there are. So we're going to take the total number of result numbers they have, which is 4, and multiply it by the number of colors they have. And we see that they have red and yellow, so that's 2 colors. And we see that there are 8 possible outcomes. So we'll write 8 outcomes. And for number 3, it asks how many outcomes would there be if they had used a spinner with 6 different numbers. So this is the same thing except they changed it with 6 different numbers instead of 4. So same concept, we'll be doing 6 times 2 instead and we get 12. Put 12 outcomes. Okay, so let's go to page number 2. We have mixed review and test prep. Number 4, we have find the value of 58 minus 3 plus 9. So we'll be using PEMDAS for this. P stands for parentheses, E for exponents, M for multiplication, D for division, A for addition, and S for subtraction. So you want to go in this order, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Find the value of 58 minus 3 plus 9. First we look for parentheses, and we see that there's parentheses right here, so we'll solve that first. 3 plus 9 is 12. Then we have subtraction, and there's no other steps besides subtraction, so we'll do 58 minus 12. We'll do that on the side. We're going to subtract down. 8 minus 2 is 6, 5 minus 1 is 4, and we get 46. Number 5, which is the solution for 14 minus c equals 6? So we want to solve for c, and in order to do that, we're going to add c over first. So we get 14 equals 6 plus c. Our goal is to isolate c, get c by itself. So we'll be subtracting 6 from both sides, and we'll get c equals 8. So our answer choice is B. Okay, last problem on this page, number 7. Let me erase this so you guys can see the directions. It says, tell whether each event is certain or impossible. So number 7, pulling a quarter out of a bag full of quarters. If there is a bag and we know that there are only 25 cents in here, then it is certain that he or she will pull out only quarters. So we'll put certain. We would put impossible if it says quarters and these were bags of maybe dimes, something other than quarters. Let's look at predict outcomes of experiments. So it says write likely, unlikely, or equally likely for the events. This is just a table of words and definitions. You probably know what they mean already. So number 1, tossing a prime number on a cube labels 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. We know that 3 is prime, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13 are all prime because they can only be multiplied by 1 in itself. So just a reminder as to what a prime number is, it's 1 times 3. 1 and itself. Again, 9 is not a prime number because it's 3 times 3 as well as 9 times 1. So, I'm sorry, this is not a prime number. So, tossing a prime number, we will put likely because everything but 9 is a prime number on here. Number 2, tossing a 1, tossing a 3 on a cube labeled 1 to 6. So if we have numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 labeled, tossing a 1 and tossing a 3 are equally likely because they both only have one of those numbers. Okay, let's take a look at the last page. Practice and problem solving. Number 1, which sum for 2 spins is more likely, 2 or 3, or are they equally likely? Just like the last problem, we're going to see how many 2's there are and how many 3's there are. There's 1 2 and 1 3. Let me circle these instead. So we know that it's equally likely because they both have an equal chance of landing. Number 3, we have which color are you most likely to pull from the bag and why? So we're going to count the number of blues we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Orange, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And red, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So what color are you most likely to pull? Obviously, it's going to be the greatest number, so it's going to be blue because it is the greatest. Okay, I'll show you guys the answer key so you guys can check your answers when you're done. All right, great job, everyone.